Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my college roommate from hell. So I'm going to get started with the story. I'm just going to go full on in. My advisor, she gave me roommate's telephone, well her cell phone number. And she was like, I advise you to just give her a call or even text her. I just want you guys to get to know each other so that it's a lot easier on your first move-in day. So that's exactly what I did. I had texted her, we were pretty much in common with a lot of things, and we were around the same age, and she was actually in her junior year, so she had just transferred from Miami. She wanted something different. She didn't want to be in the life in Miami, so she transferred to Brevard. We go to this move-in day, which is on August 18th. Let's just say she seemed pretty normal, like any average person. Of course, I don't know her, so to me at first she's gonna seem normal. Her mom, she seemed really nice, and my parents and her parents got along and everything. So as the time goes by, I met a couple of girls that day. So when we move in, we have to go to like this assembly, and the assembly is a bunch of us students. We're all there, and they're just welcoming us to the college, and we start watching a bunch of videos, getting drunk and everything, and people getting taken advantage of and hazing. So it's all of this different mess all compiled into this one video. And so it's in like an educational video. Who is this? What's the girl's name? Delaney, and I'm just gonna say Ashley because I can't remember her name. Those two girls, we meet them at a party. It's actually a party for the entire college students. They have it at the president's house of Brevard College, and it's like a little ice cream party. Come over to their house, you meet other people. And so as me and Kat are walking around, we go to this party. And we meet these two girls, and as we're talking everything, we're getting to know each other. They were like, hey, we're going to this little bonfire tonight with the baseball team. Do you want to come with us? And me and Kat were like, maybe. It just depends on who's all going to be there and stuff. And they were like, well, we're going. If anything, you could come with us, and it's not going to be that far. And if you're more than welcome to leave whenever you want. And so then me and Kat were like, well, we're here to meet people, so I guess we'll go. So we go there, and they get ready and stuff, and then they come back to mine and Kat's dorm, and we get ready. We go to this party, and Kat does drunk. I'm not drunk. I am playing the mom in this sense. So, and I am drunk too, and I can't take care of anybody, and they can't take care of me if I get drunk and everything. So it was just a good decision for myself to not get drunk, because also too, it's the first time I'm meeting everyone. I don't want to look a fool, make a fool of myself. So we go to this place, and they get drunk, and I'm just mingling with some people around me, and then it's raided by the police. And they come in, they're like, hey, we understand that you guys are college students. We lived here before. We went to Brevard College. We're just gonna give you guys a warning that next time that you guys are loud, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the premises, and we will take prior precautions to people who are drinking underage. And I told Kat that we need to leave because they were not being very respectful of what the police had said, because Delaney and Ashley were underage to be drinking, and I was not going to be the one to get in trouble because I was with them. I thought it was a good decision just to go ahead and leave. So that's what we do. We about a few days go by, and because Kat had dropped me off, and she ended up meeting some guy, I guess, that night, and I made a good decision of staying home because I'd rather talk to my boyfriend than me talk to and hang out with a bunch of people. So that's what I decided to do. And so when Kat met someone, she was with him for like a couple days. So she was gone for about 2 days, and she was just hanging out with him. That's where the story is going to start taking off. She meets this guy, and that night that she came in, she told me that she wanted me to meet him and stuff. She said, I think that you should get drunk tonight, you should have a good time, because I didn't think it was very fair of me to, this is what she's telling me. She goes, I want you to have fun, and this is not what the college experience is like, and I'd rather you have fun, and then I'm just there to hang out with the guy. And I was like, okay, whatever, we could do that. So me, Delaney, and Ashley, Kat, we all go to this guy's house that she just met, and we're all drinking except for Kat. And the guys that he had brought over, he thought it was a good idea to go up to the Pisgah National Forest, all the way at the top where the Blue Ridge Parkway is. So we go up there, and we start getting drunk and everything. And well, I was already already drunk by this point. And when we go up there, I decided that it was a good idea for me to crossfade. That's when, for me, I started to go downhill. From there, like, I started panicking and stuff. It was at this point I had already blackened out, and I was coming out of it, and I would feel like I couldn't breathe. And so the guy that she was with, and he was the host of this party, he was like, you need to take care of her. He was being a total asshole, and he was like, she's going crazy, and hand over her. And Kat was like, well, can you help me? He was like, no, that's your girl. And then he gets in the car and leaves us girls there. His crew leaves, and we end up meeting this guy. Well, Kat met this guy named Tyler, and I had met him maybe just a couple minutes after that, a little assembly. I'm in the front seat, and as we're going down the mountains, we're swaying back and forth because you're just weaving in and out of the mountains and stuff. So as we're going down, I'm feeling so freaking sick that I have to tell Kat that she needs to stop the car so I could throw up. And she's like, I can't just stop in the middle of the road. Someone's gonna hit me. Like, if they don't see me and they come around that corner, they're gonna hit us from the back. And I was like, I gotta throw up, or I'm gonna throw up in the car. So she slams on the brakes, and I open the door, and I just throw myself out and just puke my guts out. This happens about twice. And all you hear in the back seat is my friend Delaney saying, Misty, it's gonna be all right. All you need is some fresh air. And we're like, shut the fuck up, Delaney. I'm serious. All you need is some nice, fresh air. Let's just say the night was so bad that there took multiple people to carry Ashley up into her bedroom. I had to be escorted to my bedroom as well, and Delaney, she was fine. She was just high. There was a wreck. The guy that left us, his friend got into a wreck because he was going down the hill so freaking fast that he rams right into a guardrail and keeps on going, and his entire front end of his car is smashed in, but he ended up still being able to drive and everything, but it was crazy. That was the first part of the story. That night, Kat also met this guy named Jar. She starts hanging out with him because she felt like the other guy was very wrong because he was leading her on. So she stopped hanging out with him and started hanging out with Jar. So Jar became one of our friends. He was in our friend group and everything. And so we're all hanging out. He'll come over to our room, and vice versa. We'll go over there. We'll go over to Delaney's room. So we were just hanging out, having a good time, just being good friends. We would go out to the freaking strip malls and stuff like that. And then it just started to be a normal thing where Jar was always coming to our bedroom, just always coming in and eating our food and using our bathroom without even closing the door. And these might sound like stupid little minor things, but the fact that he was making himself comfortable in our bedroom. And I want to mind you that I was paying $5,000 to live in this dorm room. So I was very frustrated, and I had spoke to Kat many times saying that I personally don't want him in our room. Not because I don't like him, it's just I'm paying $5,000 to live here, and he practically just moved himself into this bedroom. He would just stay in bed all day long, not even go to class. And also to mention, he ended up dropping out of certain classes so that he could still stay in our bedroom. Kat's, her excuse was, oh, he doesn't like his roommate. And I was just thinking, so what? Grow a pair and deal with it. If you don't like it, get a different dorm room. I was just, at this point, was just so frustrated because I was paying so much money, and this guy just comes in and he's living in my dorm room for free. And there's already not a lot of space in this room. what's even worse about this entire story was that the fact that when I was trying to get myself to go to sleep, both of them will come into the room from whatever they were doing, and they will think it's okay to have sex while I was in the room.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're...
At this point, we had moved our beds where she was underneath me and I was above her. Yeah, so disgusting, so disrespectful for one, and of someone else's privacy and space. Why would you decide to do it there? He has a bedroom. Why couldn't you go there? And at that point too, his roommate had already moved out. So he had a room to himself, but yet he wanted to stay in our bedroom. So his excuse was, you guys have AC. So I personally don't care. Like, you have another space to go and do that crap at, and why do you choose to do it when I'm in the room? And I even dealt with this before he even moved in. Kat would be asleep, and every single morning there would be like 12 alarms going off. It would just go off one after another the entire time. Like, it takes me almost an hour just to get ready to do whatever, and that entire time there would be their alarm going off the entire time. And oh, you want to hear something even more disgusting? So yeah, they would have sex when I was asleep, but there was one time where I was on the phone with my boyfriend at the time, writing an essay, and they were right behind me having sex. Like, what the fuck? So we will have food also, and she would just invite random people to come to our bedroom to grab snacks. And at the time I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why would you bring just some random person that you don't even know? Just be like, oh, he's coming to get something to eat. Go to the freaking like vending machine that's right up across the campus. Like, shit. Why do you have to come to our bedroom? And then when she does invite people, I was in the middle of like studying, or I was trying to write an essay, and they would be so freaking loud, and I would take it's my bedroom. Why do I have to leave my bedroom in comfort and space to accommodate for you? Why? And you know what she also said whenever I told her I don't like the fact that she will bring them over and they would have sex when I was in the room? She goes, well, just put headphones in. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to leave my bedroom. I shouldn't have to use headphones when I go to sleep every freaking night.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
How about you just don't do it? It got to the point where I was constantly having to talk to dorm room counselors and stuff. I had to talk to them and see what my options were to find a different dorm room because of these situations. And they were like, oh, well, you gotta wait till next semester. And I was like, so I have to deal with my roommate every freaking night having sex with her boyfriend, even though I've already talked to her. And I even told her that if this doesn't stop, I'm going to move out. I was able to sign the papers and everything and get my stuff switched over to my own bedroom. Ended up finding out I could have afforded to stay at college if they would have had me in the dorm room that I ended up moving to. I was paying $5,000 for no freaking reason. And so I'm there, and it's finally winter break. And Kat's not able to leave for another couple days because she still had exams, and she was waiting for her parents' payday, pretty much. And so finally, I had already left. It was the first day of winter break, and I had already left. And I ended up getting a notification from one of my friends who is an RA in my building, and he was like, well, I wanted to let you know that there was someone who was trying to break in to your room. Trying to break into the entire building. Ended up succeeding in that, but was trying to break into my dorm room. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, we caught someone on camera. It looks like Kat. And he was like, we can't specify, we can't confirm anything, but there were also prior to that video or surveillance cameras that she had already stole some items over at the other dorm rooms where Jar lives. So there's people around him, and those doors don't lock very well. So they're able to break into those rooms, stole a bunch of TVs, PlayStations, phones, if they had any, books, just anything that they had. Stole food and everything. He ended up telling me that they have her in custody. She actually spent the night in jail. Was it just for one night? No, I think it was actually I think it was a week that she was in jail until her parents were able to come up and get her. And not only that, she also like blamed me for stealing a bunch of her clothes, even though I never stole anything of hers. Like, first of all, if I was going to, I would want to make sure that I can actually fit the person's clothes. Just saying. It was crazy. I was not expecting that to happen my first year. Well, let me know what you think down below of the story, and also if you have any stories from college, let me know. Like, I want to hear your experiences. Oh, and put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Bye.